The government of St. Kitts and Nevis and East Coast Housing Development turned the soil 18 September, signifying the start of the so-called housing revolution of the one-year-old Labour-led administration. Starting with a unit at Taylor's for one of his applicants, Bryan Singh, Chief Executive Officer of East Coast Housing Development, told the audience that he was committed to the project and will deliver as promised.
What we have created, and I want to use Dr. Hanley's word, we are creating homes. Homes for people of the Federation. People, you might not see never seen something like this before, but we are saying we are building this to withstand the test of time. We are giving you something here that you have never realized before. We are not just partnering today. Don't forget I mentioned I was a more Kiddishan than Mr. White. Eh? So my job is not to come here today, build the homes, and go back. I'm not leaving. The deceased Denise Plumber from Trinidad, may God rest her soul, she said, I'm not leaving. The only time she left because she died. But her spirit is still there. And I ain't going to die now. I want to make sure that every individual who applied for a home under this Smart House initiative, this housing revolution, that they realize their dream. And I know with the cabinet led by the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister, this will happen. No two ways about it.
According to Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, the Minister of Human Settlement, NHC and the government did due diligence work to ensure that the contract signed was properly done.
It took a while, but I am pleased that all of the due diligence were done. Amidst of all of what social media might have been spreading, God has made it possible on this day, the 18th day of September, that the housing revolution that we promise is here and will be in St. Kitts for a very long time. I am honored to be serving as the minister with responsibility for housing, something that I am passionate about, and we did our work. The chairman of the board, I must commend him and the entire team. They worked morning, night, noon, right around the clock. And I recognize my colleague brother is here, the Attorney General. He ensured that everything was down to the last dot on the contract that we have signed, so that the housing revolution that we promise will reach the people that is in need of these homes.
Prime Minister Dr. Drew spoke of the importance of citizens investing in real estate, in wealth creation, and in support of future generations.
We want to deliver homes for multiple reasons. Of course, it's obvious that people need shelter. It is a basic human need. But that has been said today is to create communities where people can grow and grow well. But it also means to empower our people economically. That is very critical, so that our people have the opportunity to invest in real estate and to build wealth, not just for yourself or this generation, but for generations yet unborn. The only way we can really elevate our people is to give them opportunity to have meaningful investment, and one of the best ways is to give them property and real estate, and none should be left out. We are seeking to establish a sustainable island state, and part of that is to make sure that people have access to good housing, and that is why we have embarked on this. And the Deputy Prime Minister said that there might have been some talk about the time is going too long, but we are only in for a year, and you are delivering this in a year. That's a significant amount of work, and that must be recognized. But we want to, of course, do as quickly as we can for our people, but we must get it right as well. And that is why I want to thank the Attorney General for taking on the legal aspect of this and making sure that we had everything in place to make this a reality.
The Trinidad-based East Coast Housing Development Limited is expected to build 2,400 homes over the next 4 years under a contract set to be worth US $227 million. Each house will contain a refrigerator, a 4-burner gas stove, a rooftop water heater, and a water tank. The company secured funding for the project from a Trinidad financial institution. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.